take a piece of paper and decide what is working for you. What's happening in my life? Ask yourself some serious questions. Now on your tables, what we have is we have a yellow piece of paper. So what I'd like to do is I'd like the person at the table who is dressed in the brightest outfit, and we're going to go one at a time. I'd like them to stand up and repeat some of these questions and take them to heart, okay? So who's writing this? You're pretty bright, so. What's that question?
When do I feel weak?
When do I feel weak? So that's a question we have to ask ourselves. But in order to do that, we have to focus, don't we? So what's the question here? This is a very bright-looking lady in orange.
What type of person do I want to be?
What type of person do I want to be?
Bright and cheery.
Bright and cheery. What did you want to be?
I want to be a lawyer.
She wanted to be a lawyer. Well, your job is sort of a little bit like a lawyer, isn't it? Okay. Anybody else want to be anything in particular? So we have to decide, what did we want to be? Why aren't we that person? Or why aren't we looking at some way to at least incorporate law in our life? Detectives in our life? Why aren't we doing that? What's my overall vision? What's working? What's not working? Where do I want to be in my life? So that's the first thing that you should be doing. You should be assessing who you are and asking questions about where you want to be. So what you have here is you have the 6 lifestyle areas that allow you to balance your life. You have social and cultural, financial and career, physical and health, mental and educational, ethical and spiritual, and family and home. What I'd like you to do is, I'd like you, if you have a pencil, you are in the middle and you are the most important person in the world. Now take a look at financial and career. Say to yourself, where am I in this particular area of my life? Am I freedom 95 or am I freedom 65? Decide where you are in a scale of 1 to 10 for that line and put an X there. So if you're really, really doing well, you're going to put an X at the outside of the rim. If you need a lot of help, you're going to put an X where the U is. I'd like you to do that for each section. So go to the next section, physical and health, mental educational. Go to each section, draw a little X. So once you have all the X's, connect the X's. So, did anybody get a circle? How many people got a circle? Congratulations, Jackie. That's really great. If you have a very, very tiny circle, it means you're a little anal, and you just have to expand the circle a little bit. But you're in the right place. You're really doing well. Okay. Did anybody get an amoeba? Okay. So you're going to have like a balloon on one side. Some people are going to have squares. But you also must consider that where you are in your life. If you're young and maybe you're married and have children, then you're not going to have a lot of time for social and cultural or mental and educational or even financial for that matter. But as you get older, as you go on in life, then gradually things will increase and they will even out a lot more. So what you want to do with your lifestyle area is you want to pick 3 that you want to improve. And how are you going to improve in some of the areas? So say you want to improve in social and cultural. Does anybody have an idea of what we can do to improve socially and culturally? What can we do with ourselves? Say yes more. Oh, I love it. You're going to say yes or you're going to say no. What do you have to know in order to say yes and no realistically? Your boundaries. What you want. Who you are, where you're going, what you stand for. Otherwise, you're responding to everybody else's needs. So yes, certain times you must say yes. But in other times, definitely you must say no. Why is it so hard to say no?
Because we don't want to displease
We don't want to displease people. It's not good teamwork. It's negative. It means I'm selfish. But there's certain ways to say no that will really be advantageous to you. But what else can we do to alleviate stress? Run. Walk. Sit. Stop. Spa. Excellent. Okay. Spa. But I think the key point is to say to ourselves, I'm stressed, I'm stopping right now. Even if it's just getting up off your chair and walking outside and listening to the birds tweet. It's saying I'm stressed and I'm not going to stay here while I'm stressed. I'm going to take 10 minutes, I'm going to take 5 minutes, I'm going to take an hour. Shop. Excellent. And then, of course, you have the stress of the visa bill when it comes in afterwards. But the most important part of this, I think, is let go of the noise. There's an awful lot of noise in our life. And sometimes we create the noise. I was the type that created noise. Assess who you are and where you want to go and what questions you want to ask yourself. Discover ways in which to balance your life through setting goals, through systems, through processes, through focusing. What can I do to make things better? You should always have that in the top of your mind. And then execute by taking away the barriers, the stress, the guilt. So what I'd like you to do after you've assessed and discovered and executed is I'd like you to make the process of balancing your life the goal. Live a life of joy. What do we get joy from? Love, family, friends, celebration, and celebrate more than you do. Find reasons for celebration.